All right, everyone, here we go. How about a Friday reading? One card for each sign. What are they thinking and feeling? I cut the deck before I hit record. I've got a King of Cups here. Well, whenever I see a King of Cups, I want to say somebody's thinking about telling you how they feel, maybe. I mean, I have to a little bit with the Knight of Swords underneath it, and then there's this. See, those two came out together, and I felt there were two cards there. I'm thinking, wow, I don't know. I was a little shaky on that. Yeah, I don't know. Could go either way. Can we put it that way? So yeah, somebody's thinking about talking about their feelings. All right, that never ends well. When you start thinking about talking about your feelings. You know, you kind of just got to go for it. It just kind of has to come out, almost like blurted out, sort of a thing. At least for the DMs in this cycle, anyway. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do it. All right, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. I'm not a fucking Time Lord. I know it's the Friday reading, but it's not going to happen on Friday, right? I mean, I don't know. They overlap everything. I kind of divine out anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks, generally, you know. We're going to split the soulmate cycle into 12 pieces. It's a circle. We're going to cut, it's like a pie. We cut it into 12 pieces, right? I'll put the sign names to it like I always do. And keep in mind, this isn't your horoscope, and I'm not your fucking astrologer. Okay, here we go. Overall energy is the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, what's under that? Six of Swords. This is weird. Okay, it is, because the main message, there's a couple of different messages here with this. And the main one, take it as it resonates, but don't discount it right away. Somebody attached to you thinks you got it too easy. I don't know what that means. And roles can be reversed. It could be you thinking that about them. I don't know, but it's a strong enough energy to be like the top energy. So I don't know. Maybe, I have no idea. There's a lot of jealousy and resentment on the DM side. You know, they resent the fact that the DFs kind of get to do what they want and whatever. There's all that. It's come up in readings 1,000 times. I'm not going to redo it, but yeah, they think you've got it too easy. That's my read on that. That's the overall energy here. Very interesting. About 9 out of the 12 should resonate. I'm not your astrologer, like I said. It's just putting the sign names, 12 pieces of the cycle. It starts with Aries, position 1, ends with Pisces, position 12. If it resonates, it resonates. Never mind the signs, all right? Still, my idea is to put car names to them, you know. But then I'd have to think of 12 car names every week. You know, I don't know. Right here, position 1, Aries. I could probably do it. We could narrow it down to models, kind of a thing, you know. Camaro, RS, SS, you know, you kind of narrow it down. Aries, five of Wands. We don't clarify this reading either. Fuck, 5 of Wands. Yeah. Somebody's like, they're thinking about telling you how they feel, and then they go, well, wait a second. You know what? Steve's viewers got it too easy. They get in their head a little bit. It's almost like somebody's previewing an argument between you two. We do that a lot. Sometimes this happens a lot with, I don't know, you've got a problem with somebody, and you get that 3 a.m. stare at the ceiling kind of thing going on, right? And you start thinking about the arguments you had with the person and what you should have said had you had the balls to say it, or had it popped in your head. And then you start thinking about future arguments and what you can say and how you're going to work that. Nah, they're not going to get me the next time. That's what's going on here. It's a little bit of crazy town. I don't mind telling you. Okay, a little bit. All right. What did I say? This was Camaro RS? Okay. No, I'm not going to do that. Taurus, position 2. Queen of Wands. They're very, I mean, it could be spank bank. I mean, I'm afraid to look at it. I feel like I just walked in on somebody and I saw something I didn't want to see. Oh, whoa, okay. Hey, do that at home, not when you're a guest at my house, all right? I'm just saying. All right, but no, it's a bit of that. Somebody's very attracted to you. They don't understand the depth of you. And when they try to think about it, it pisses them off a little bit. And they write it off as something else. That's what's most lower vibrational people. And the DM side is lower vibration than generally. There are some enlightened DMs, but the DM side generally is the lower vibration between the DM and the DM. Lower vibrational people write things off that they don't understand. And we've talked about this many times on many different readings. You know, it's just, they write it off as something else, something that they can get their head around, right? If it's too much, if it boggles them, or they don't want to face it, they just make up some kind of thing, a conspiracy theory or some other excuse for why it might be happening, whatever it is, you know. It's a bit of that. They get in their head when they start trying to find the depth of you, and then they get in their head and they come up, and again, they just come back to that. So somebody's very attracted to you. That's all I can get right now. They're thinking about that attraction. What is it about Steve's viewer, that's you, that I like? That's what somebody's thinking. Okay? I don't think this is the usual person I get here. I think this is somebody else. I think you might have a new soulmate rolling in, which might be a breath of fresh air for some of you. I know it'd be a breath of fresh air if I got a different energy on the fucking Taurus position for a change. Gemini, but it very well, you know, again, it could be. It might just be the energy that's here right now. Gemini, position 3. Slice number 3. The Queen of Cups. This person is actually thinking, whoever this is, who is this? This feels like a new love that's thinking about spilling the beans, spilling how they feel. It's not surprising. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Okay? Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Valentine's Day is when you find, it's the day of secret admirers. It's the day you find out so-and-so had a crush on you, right? I mean, instead of these are the people in your neighborhood, it's these are the people in your spank bank. You find out you're one of them. I mean, somebody here, it feels like a new energy. And I said that about this too. This is the same old energy I always get. But I think somebody's thinking about spilling their beans. Somebody's thinking about telling you they love you. And the Queen of Cups gives the full cup. It's not feedbacking off anything yet. So I don't have any but they get in their head. I don't have a but for you at all. Okay? All right. If anything, they might think you'd say no. Because you seem to have a lot of interest in you. Maybe. I don't know. It depends. If you have a lot of interest in you, that could put off a lot of people. A lot of people you might like, right? All right. Cancer, position 4. The hot spot of the connection cycle, bookends position 5, or position 1 here, the 5 of Wands. It's going to be red with position 5 because of my Freudian slip. We're going to get a lot of Freudian slips here because I can't keep the energy straight. It keeps crisscrossing and zigzagging around. And I got plenty of sleep last night. All right. 5 of Cups. I said 5. Didn't I say 5 already? Right? I said position. I'm telling you, red, it bookends 5 over here. And there it is. It's a 5. It's 5 of Cups. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is weird energy. Generally, it's one of the cards that ends the separation phase of the soulmate cycle. Somebody here is mad at you, disappointed in you. I don't know why. Why, though? I don't clarify this reading. I don't know. You've got somebody who has a bone to pick with you. Again, what did I say? Rewind to over here, where it bookends. That we all have had it, the 3 a.m. stare at the ceiling. You know, where you're going through an old argument and what you would have said. I think this is an old argument. I think they're going through it and they've figured out some things that they would have said. I think they might show up and say them to you. And it might have a tone in their voice like they're ashamed of you or something like that. How dare you? Right? That kind of a thing. I don't know. But it might be there. All right, here we go. Position 5, the Leo soap opera, which I just pulled one recently. The Leo soap opera. We're going to hit syndication soon. We got to be up. We got to have enough episodes by now. All right. Leo soap opera, position 5 here. Slice number 5. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, and I said they might. What did I say? The last thing I said over here is they might come towards you. They might. This person, this is that, if you watch the Leo soap opera, which more of you should have, it's for a lot of you, it is a dominant force in this soulmate cycle. Whatever's going on in angle number 5. It's got everything. It's got the Burger King, it's got the ego, it's all there. And this is the impulsiveness of that person. They might do something, and if you watch the Leo soap opera, you know what I mean by that. We talked about it. It was your hope at the end of that reading, I believe. Yeah, well, hope is about to come towards you. Or they might. They're certainly thinking about it. I don't think they give this a whole lot of thought. I think this just happens. I think most of the thinking is happening here with the 3 a.m. stare at the ceiling. And I think there's an impulsive action coming here pretty quick. But yeah, they're thinking about coming towards you. Surprise, surprise. Not really. That was the star of the show in the reading. Position 6, Virgo. Sometimes my wild card, sometimes you guys pop in here. I don't know. Ace of Swords. No, it's not you. I wish it was you. I'm sorry. I've got remainder of breakfast in my mouth. I wish it was you. Because somebody, I wish I could say you're about to lay down some truth for somebody. Because somebody coming toward you to lay down some truth. They're thinking about it. Well, I need to tell Steve's viewer in the Virgo position. I don't know what the Virgo position is. That's like the Virgo, the Virgin position. I don't even know if that's in the book. Anyway, somebody coming to lay down some truth on you. I don't know what it's about, but they're thinking about telling you something, setting you straight. Right? It could even. It might be. I'm exaggerating a little bit. I hope. For entertainment purposes, you just got to catch my drift. It might be that they got to tell you your butt's hanging out too much or something. It feels like it's very important for them to tell you this, because if you don't know, you're embarrassing yourself, or you're doing something wrong, or I don't know. It's something along those lines. Okay? It feels very mission oriented. Is what I'm saying. I need to tell Virgo their butt's hanging out. I need to tell Virgo they don't look good in that outfit. Oh. I need to tell Virgo, right? I don't know. You don't have to be a Virgo, right? Steve's viewer will do. You would know if this is for you, though. This person here I think they've done some hinting. There's been some hinting about it. I'm drawn to the little zaps here on the side of the thing. I don't know. It is what it is. Libra, take it for what it's worth to you. This over here. Look at this 3 a.m. ceiling stare. Coming up with all sorts of oh, God. All right. Libra, position 7. The snowy owl. One of my favorite birds. The Queen of Swords. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just somebody's. I don't know what it is about the DF side right now that you guys are rattling the DM side. They're all pissed off about something, gonna set you straight, gonna comment, gonna talk to you, that kind of thing. I don't know what's going on. They're all very cold towards you. It's probably, if I had to guess, the way the energy feels. I don't know what it's about specifically in your situation, but it's a blame shift of some kind. In other words, they know they're a fuck up, they know you're not a fuck up, so they need to somehow make you the fuck up. Okay? And insert whatever the issue is between you and somebody. Or whatever their psychopathy, whatever's going on with them. I don't know. Yeah, this is pretty much what I said here. Scorpio, my hot Scorpios, position 8, right here. Let's go. Queen of Wands. Feels like a Queen of Wands. It's tied to the Queen of Wands. It's a King of Wands. It felt like a Queen of Wands. I won't lie to you. It did. That's why I almost said it. I know that's the Burger King. It's tied to this over here. These two go together. Okay, I'm going to phrase it this way. Somebody thinks they're your perfect match. They're wrong. They got you all wrong, right? It's like I come up to you and I go, we are the King and Queen of Wands, baby. And you're like, hell no. No, we're not. I'm not some superficial fucking whatever. You don't know me, right? That kind of a thing. So somebody thinks you're their perfect match, but they don't know shit about you. Okay? Somebody attached to you who's thinking about you right now. It's not surprising. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Did I mention that? Tomorrow in the weekly reading, we're going to find out what actions they take. And, this is a time when crushes get brave and do their thing. It's a time when lonely people realize they're not getting banged and they need to fix that. You talk about New Year's resolutions, fucking Valentine's resolutions. I tell you that shit. It plays out just like this. It's a blame game. It's the whatever. People think you're their match and they don't know you. It happens all the time. It's a land of delusion on some level. And that's what we're getting here a little bit towards you. Well, you are my hot Scorpio position. Position 8 is a hot position. You know, there's a lot of people who should resonate with that, I'm sure. You know, I'll tell you. All right. Anyway, Sagittarius. My Sagittarius, position 9. Always something interesting. I can only imagine today. Ah, fuck. Here we go. Here comes the 11th dimension flying in. Sometimes separate from the cycle, sometimes part of it. I will tell you, I took a peek. Today it is separate from the cycle. This is its own fucking animal right here, motherfucker. It is the moon, and it is the weirdest. I very rarely, and you know if you watch these readings every week, I very rarely take a peek in these readings. I took a peek. I always admit it when I do. You know, it's fine. Oh, man. You know that movie plot kind of theme in horror movies where they're in the house, they've been in the house the whole time, that kind of thing? That's what this energy is. They're in the house. They're there. Somebody, well, I don't mean, somebody is not literally in your house. I don't want to freak out anybody. You don't need to go running, call the police or anything. It's just... it's that sort of energy. Someone's closer than you think. Okay? It could be somebody spying on you. Could be. Peeping you. Could be. I don't know. Well, Steve's Love Tarot. Anything can happen around here. I attract an interesting crowd. All of you very peepable. It's just... I feel like if I clarified this, I'd get a devil. I feel like I would. I'm not going to break a rule and clarify. We'll find out tomorrow what actions they take, and I don't, but that's all I'm going to say. Okay. All right. Let's go position. I don't know what else to tell you. Somebody's thinking about you. They're closer than you think. They're in the house. I don't know what else to tell you. It's creepy. Okay? It is. If you might know who this is if it's somebody who freaks you out. Don't say me. It's not me. Somebody who does things to agitate you or get a rise out of you. It might be somebody like that. They're about to escalate that. Okay? They're about to. It might escalate into creeping you out. All right? I'm just saying. It could be future influence, but I felt that. That is just some weird energy. Capricorn, position 10. Save me from that, will you? You'll be fine. Even if there was a devil there, it's not. I don't think it's anything all that bad. You don't have to call the police. All right. The High Priestess. These two are tied together. It's like these two over here. These two are tied together. There's a hidden energy here. Okay. Can I just say it? They're closer than you think. Okay. I don't know. Somebody is right on top of you. You have an energy right on top of you. Now, this can be a soulmate connection. It's not directly tied to this, but it's a similar themed energy. It can be a soulmate themed energy, right? Or it could be if you had someone recently pass away, they're right. They are walking with you. I mean, literally right there. Right, they're there. They never left. Okay? They're in your damn house. They're right the fuck there. All right? Same applies over here. It could be that. It could play out either way. I feel I wouldn't get a devil here. I don't know why I'd get a devil here. I'd probably get a devil here more for a soul contract purpose than anything else. That's why I say it's not really nefarious. But you'd have to bring in an exorcist, me, and a pile of tiger's eye to get rid of them. I mean, you need a fucking dump truck full of tiger's eye dumped in your living. I mean, it's not going anywhere. This energy here is a little lighter, but it is somebody who's with you. If it's a soul connection, your souls are interweaving with one another. They're mating. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. It's a bit of that. Okay? This usually results in some sort of communication. This usually results in some sort of, being freaked out a little bit. Okay? So there you go. A little creepy. All right. Okay. Right here. Fa la 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 la, right? Steve's Love Tarot. Steve's Love Tarot, row 3. It's always fun. Aquarius, position 11. Sometimes my wild card spot. Sometimes you guys show up here. It's the other one. You didn't show up here, so you're probably showing up here. Okay? Unless you get another hidden card, in which case somebody's hiding in your house too. 4 of Pentacles. Oh, good. You got the fear that these two should have. There you go. It is you guys. It's the 4. I wish this was you. I wish. This. It's the 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, a little bit. You might be being a little too frugal in these energies. This is for a good number of you watching. Never mind Aquarius. I'm not your astrologer. This ain't your fucking horoscope. Pay attention because this can happen. Okay? You might be a little too frugal. I sometimes get in this type of energy too. You know, I just recently, I have a friend of mine who came over who's like, how long you been using this frying pan for? Apparently, I use a frying pan a little longer than I should, just to try. I want to try to get the most out of it. Yeah, and as he put it to me, he said, yeah, and you're getting dangerously close to getting the most cancer out of it that you can get. Throw the goddamn thing away, right? It's a little too frugal, right? A little bit too much. You might be inclined in the current energies, you might be inclined to be that way. I'm telling you that because it's repelling a lot of the energies around you. So if let's say, for example, it's not a frying pan for you and it's your deodorant, right? Good. Just using a funny example, a funny 3D example of what I mean. You're getting a little too frugal with it. It's down to the plastic at the very bottom, but there's still a little, you can still sniff it and smell a little, so you're still using it before you replace it. Okay, you're repelling people, all right? It's probably not your deodorant. Just catch my drift. I'm just trying to be cheeky. But that's what I mean. It could be a little put offish. So there's probably somebody, you're probably getting this information because somebody is approaching and they may not like super frugal, right? You could maybe go knock it down a couple of gears in frugalness, all right? Or in frugality, if you will. Okay. Position 12, Pisces. Not 2 fish. Always red with 1 and 5. So far, not encouraging. An impulsive person's coming at you with 5 wands. Jesus, oh, fucking hell. All right. Yep, it's a Page of Pentacles. Yeah. No, it's your energy. It's somebody's thinking about coming towards you to teach you something. You're the student. Get ready to sit down and learn. And I'll tell you what, this is feedbacking off of this. It's all there. All right, it is. It's all there. And maybe a little bit of these too as well. A little bit. I get a little bit of the snowy owl bleeding in. You can see the background color, right? It matches right there. I get a little bit of that. But yeah, I mean, it's sure, why not? It's all that. It's all there. And that one. Yeah, you probably got somebody thinking about coming towards you. They want to school you about something that happened between you and them. Or maybe. Or something, or it could just as easily be somebody coming to you for advice and you can school them. It can flow either way. But the primary flow is what I said. So take it as it resonates, but it can flow either way. You might be special and it's going the other way. And you get to be the teacher. I hope you do. I hope you do. Anyway, all right. If it is somebody coming towards you to school you on something that happened between you and them, they misunderstood. They got it wrong. Okay? And I think you might be a little ashamed of them for it. For thinking that you would be like that. You know? I don't know. The way they read the situation is really out of character for you. All right? We'll put it that way. All right. 3 cards and a bottom card. Add it up, universe. Add it up. Tomorrow in the weekly reading, we find out what actions they're going to take. This gives me context. I'm going to write down a few of these, including the creepy sections here in 9 and 10. We'll see. We'll see what actions is going to happen. We'll see what's going to go on. All right. Let's see where we're at. 1 card and a crossing card. Fool. All right. Well, adding all this up, What are they thinking and feeling here in our Friday reading? Now, I've got the Fool at the bottom, crossed in the center card. I'm going to pull. There he is. There's the devil. There he is. He had to show up somewhere in this fucking reading. I said, did I or did I not say if I clarified that, I'd probably get the devil? Well, I mean, you would have been the first shuffle. So I would have gotten the devil. It would have been the Fool. Honestly, I know. I know. I know what I'm feeling here. I get it. Anyway, I don't think it's anything bad per se. I mean, you may need an exorcist and some tiger's eye, but you'll be all right. I find tiger's eye is really good. I used it to get rid of my dad because he wouldn't leave. He stayed. He died in March of 2019. My wife was like, is he ever going to go? He broke a lamp, knocked down our fucking ceiling. I mean, I just had to. It worked. It does a good job. I know it's generally an evil spirit thing, but it's not that he was an evil spirit. It does send energies off. It puts them out a little bit. You can also throw it at somebody that you want to get. You don't want them to be your roommate anymore. You could just chuck a rock of it at them, and they'll go. They're out of here. All right, we got the Four of Pentacles. I like it when part of the reading shows up here. Four Pentacles right there. So it's an important energy. You are being a little bit repellent. You are being a little overly frugal. Okay? Lighten up a little bit. Loosen the pocketbook. Chill out. Replace your frying pans before you're eating half of them with the food. Be better than me. Maybe we could share a hospital room together. I don't know. The King of Swords is crossed by the Fool. These are red center, left, right. Everybody's got somebody that's... What are they thinking and feeling? It's what I said at the beginning. I guess I'm going to paraphrase it to try to explain it. They think you've got it too easy, I said something. I said that was the main energy sort of a thing. Everybody's got somebody coming towards them trying to school them in the proper way to do things. Okay? They got a complaint. They got a complaint that you're doing something wrong. You're doing it wrong. You're getting it wrong. I don't think you are. I think it's a giant pile of fucking blame shifting. I'm just giving you a tip here. You can be as frugal as you want to be. I don't really care. If you go overboard with it, it's a bit repellent. Okay? It can be. These overboard on frugality tend to end up being hoarders sometimes. People that keep stuff for too long, or they use everything in the fridge to a point, like they're just cutting mold off of stuff to eat. That kind of a thing. You got to be careful about that. Don't go overboard with it. Otherwise, it's a great trait. But beyond that, I've got somebody here who's basically afraid of you. So they're trying to find fault. They want to come towards you. The DM wants to find fault with the DF. It can't for real, so it's going to fabricate it. It's going to fabricate some kind of bullshit. All right? That's what I've got. That's what the devil's talking about. All right? It's all done out of fear. It is. But, I mean, with the leap of faith here and the Queen of Swords, again, probably lead to an argument. The Queen of Swords and King of Swords in close proximity usually is. So somebody's just, they aren't going to call first. They're just going to show up. Or you're not going to hear about them calling. Hey, are you free for a call? You're not going to get that first. They're just going to call. Right? It comes out of nowhere. And it might result in an argument. I'm telling you, it's probably not worth it, like I often do. Although, again, I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't. It's irritating. When I read the energy off this devil, it's a little bit irritating. It's a little bit nitpicky. You're making up something wrong with me, and I'm supposed to just suck it up and not fight back. I can dig it. I'm telling you what the right thing to do is, the energy, but I'm telling you, I would probably fight back. I would probably be yelling and screaming and go, "Oh, fuck off, motherfucker." Then I'll show you the right way, right? That way, kind of a thing. So anyway, do what you want to do. I don't know, but it looks like somebody's rolling in here with a message of change, telling you a different way you should be doing something, how you should be. Not always the best conditions, but it's what's going on right now. The energy in the lead up, I may have mentioned this in earlier this week's energy weather update. The energy in the lead up to the world point on the 20th, it gets a little antsy. It's bothering the lower vibrational people a lot more than the high vibrational people. It's causing lower vibrational people to act out and do crazy shit that they wouldn't normally do. Take risks that they wouldn't normally take, And again, in your case, fabricate something wrong with you so that they can look like the big person and try to fix it. So whatever. I mean, it is what it is. Take it for what it's worth. That's your reading. Tomorrow we'll find out what actions they're going to take. Same reading, but we clarify. All right? And that's it. Good luck.